Hey you guys, it's Peter, and welcome to my channel. Peter likes books. Of course he does, because he reads all the time. Okay, so let's get right into this. Today, we are going to be doing the mid-year book Freakout, which I think first came out in like 2015, and it's 2017. So this is the 2017 mid-year book Freakout. I've never done this tag before, so I'm kind of excited about it, although I don't like really ever go like, freak out! Aw, freak out. Love freak. Y'all remember that song? If you do, you're old as me. So anyway, let's get right into this video. I am such a weirdo, and I don't care. I love being a weirdo. Okay, number one, best book you've read so far in 2015. But I'm gonna say 2017. The best book that I have read so far in 2017 is hands down The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. I mean, that may have been like one of the best books I've read in like the last 5 years. It was like, it's definitely in the top 5 of the last 5 years. It was just so different than anything I read. It was so timely and it was so appropriate. So beautifully written, yet the characters were so engaging that like, it felt like a pop culture-y kind of read, but with a message. And I thought it was so well done. So that is probably the best book I've read so far in 2017. Best sequel you've read so far in 2017, and that would be, well, I'm currently reading Summer Days and Summer Nights, which is the anthology edited by Stephanie Perkins. That's not a sequel, but kind of the sequel to My True Love Gave to Me. But I read Ellen Hopkins' Traffic, which is the sequel to Tricks. And I have to say that is probably, I mean, it's like really like one of the only, well, no, that's not true. I've read a couple sequels this year, but that's the best sequel that I've read so far. Number 3, new release you haven't read yet, but want to. I'm so excited. I'm reading this. This came out in 2017. I thought maybe it came out in 2016, but it didn't. I am reading this for BookTube-a-thon, which starts, oh my God! In 4 days, something like that. I'm so excited. And that is Eliza and Her Monsters by Francesca Zappia. And I've heard such amazing things about this book, so I'm really, yeah, I can't wait. I'm not gonna say super excited. I can't wait to read that again. Number 4, most anticipated release for the second half of the year. And although it's not getting great reviews, I can't remember what the title of it is, but Adam Silvera has a book coming out this fall. I've read all his other books, More Happy Than Not, and something else. I would have said that my most anticipated, well, we'll wait and see what the other questions are, because maybe that book will apply to that. Let's see. Biggest disappointment. Well, I actually have 2. My number 1 biggest disappointment, what's a disappointment? My number 1 biggest disappointment is hands down Waking Gods by Sylvain Neuvel. I loved Sleeping Giants. It was one of my favorite books of last year, but Waking Gods just sucked. And I know a lot of people liked it. Hey, get your gig. I couldn't stand it. I thought it was so boring and so dragged out, I almost didn't finish it. The other one for me, I can't believe I'm about to say this. I actually gave it a high rating, but it really disappointed me. Was Benjamin Alir's The Inexplicable Logic of My Life. I just didn't love it. It was so beautifully written, and I thought the storyline was told well. I just don't think it was his best work. And, you know, for a person that's been writing for quite some time, and, you know, everybody is like, wait, I mean, you know, Aristotle and Dante was his last book. For everybody, which there's a sequel coming, which was his last book, you know, everybody's waiting for the next book, and this is what comes out. I just was a little let down by it all, so. Okay, next question. Let me get back into my, okay. Number 6, biggest surprise of this year. Well, I honestly didn't think, I have to go in here, and I'm like in and out of YouTube into Goodreads back and forth. You know how it is. I honestly didn't think that I would love The Hate You Give as much as I did. Biggest surprise, I would also say, is Inexplicable Logic of My Life, because I thought it would be 10 times better than it was. I mean, I knew it wouldn't be like exactly like, you know, Aristotle and Dante, but I've read all of his stuff. So I was really surprised. Like, one of his favorite books of mine, and one of my favorite books ever, is Last Night I Sang to the Monster, about addiction. And I thought it would be, I don't know, I knew it was about grief. And so I thought, well, let's see what he does with this. Let's see what else. did I love? Oh, If I Was Your Girl, I was totally blown away by that book by Meredith Rousseau. The Underground Railroad, I read last year. I started it with a buddy reads with Adado at He Reads, and could not get into it. This year, I listened to it on Audible and was just like, this book. I mean, like, you know, this book. So anyway. And I think, I'm almost positive that Colson Whitehead won the Pulitzer Prize. Didn't he win it this year? Let's see what else I have read that I really, really liked. I think that's it. I mean, I've read a lot of books I really, really liked, but biggest surprise. Favorite new author, debut, or new to you? I would say that my favorite new author is Marissa Meyer of the Lunar Chronicles. I read Cinder and I was just like blown away. I loved it. I thought it was beautiful. I want to read more of her stuff, but there's like so many authors out there that I haven't read that I want to read more and more and more. So, newest fictional crush. I don't really get crushes. Well, I have to say, it's not fictional though. But Sam Lansky, who wrote the memoir, The Gilded Razor, he's so cute. And I mean, it's a memoir. It's an alcoholic and addict memoir, but he's just so cute. I follow him on all social media, so Sam Lansky is definitely like a new crush. I wouldn't say this like in any kind of like romantic way, and I think like it's different when a 16-year-old is doing this versus especially when like 45-year-olds reading young adult doing this. I wouldn't say it's a crush necessarily, but I have a very, very endearing relationship towards Ramona Blue from Ramona Blue by Julie Murphy. It's getting horrible reviews, and I just don't understand it. I'm listening to it on Audible right now, and I just can't get enough of it. Ramona Blue is, for me, what Dumpling was 2 years ago, and it's just, I mean, it's fantastic. And she's just such a memorable character, so I'm, like, falling in love with her as a character. Let's see. Newest favorite character. Oh, well, I would say Ramona Blue, definitely, since I just said that. But, like, let's see if there's anything else that I have. I love Celeste from Big Little Lies. Oh, that book, you guys. Oh, my God. And I don't read tons and tons of adult books anymore, but, like, I'm reading a lot of those kind of, like, those Big Little Lies mystery books. I've got, like, almost all of her books now. Another one of my favorite characters. Let's see. Trying to think. I would say Ozzy from the what was the book called? At the Edge of the Universe by Sean David Hutchinson. I loved Ozzy, and I love that name. All of his books are fantastic. So yeah. Okay, the next question is, but Ramona Blue is my favorite character of the moment. A book that made you cry. I actually just finished this last night. And it's an elementary school book, and it's called The Last Fifth Grade of Emerson Elementary by Laura Siobhan. And it's this book all told in poetry by, okay, so this fifth grade teacher has this class of 18 students, and they're very diverse, extremely, like each one, like, you know, one's from Jerusalem, and one's, you know, Jewish, and, you know, there's so many different backgrounds, like one from Mexico, but the school is like being taken down to be made into a supermarket at the end of the year, and she's retiring, and so she wants to put together a time capsule of all their poems of like a year of like what they go through. It is so endearing. In the last 20 pages, I bawled my eyes out. It's an elementary school book. The last 20 pages, I bawled my eyes out. I would just reminded me of my mom, and it reminded me of being in elementary school, and, you know, I was like, if my mom, my mom would have loved this book, so, yeah, The Last Fifth Grade of Emerson Elementary. Great book. And if you have an elementary school child, this is a must read. It is so good. A book that made me happy. Let's see, a book that made me happy. Well, Big Little Lies didn't make me happy, like, the book, but just reading it, like, I could not get enough. Like, it made me so excited to read again. Like, I read it while we were on vacation in Mexico, and I just, like, I was, like, literally, like, so it did make me so happy. I couldn't wait to pick up the book. And let's see what else. I thought Kill the Boy Band was really good. I thought it was really well done. And it hasn't gotten the greatest ratings either. Goldie Modofsky has a new book out, but I thought it was really well done and very, very funny. Okay, so, and then favorite book to film adaptation you saw this year. Is that like based, I wonder, on like books that like movies that I've seen? Oh, well, I mean, I guess I would say Big Little Lies because we just watched the series on HBO. So that would probably be the best book to film adaptation that I saw. I thought they did a miraculous job with it. If you haven't read the book or seen the show yet, I definitely would suggest reading the book and then watching the show, because there's really no point to read the book if you've already seen the show. Because a lot of it is the mystery of what's going on. Favorite review you've written this year, BookTube version. Favorite video you have done so far this year. Favorite video I've done so far on BookTube. Oh god, that's really hard. I mean, I love all the videos that I do on here, you know. I think my BookTube-a-thon TBR 2017 was my favorite, coming up with the idea of... So this year, if you haven't watched my TBR, I did all polls on Twitter and let people pick my TBR for me, and I had such a blast with that, but I was very nervous too. I constantly would check it, like every half an hour to see like, oh my god, what are the polls, what are the polls, what are the polls? I have my whole TBR right here. So, yeah, that was probably my favorite video I've made so far. Most beautiful book you've bought so far this year. And I would have to say, honest to God, that is Eliza and Her Monsters. I think it's really pretty. And somebody actually sent me her other book, and I haven't read that yet. Made You Up. So, and she lives in Indianapolis, and I live in Indianapolis. So, Francesca, call me. And then the last question, what books do you need to read by the end of the year? She tagged so many people in this. Oh my Lord. She didn't tag me. I never get tagged by like big YouTubers or booktubers and anything. Well, what books do I need to read by the end of the year? Well, I need to read all of these for my BookTube-a-thon 2017. And then one of my main goals this year is I need to read the Harry Potter books. So like that's like a big like goal for me going forward. So I think I have 6 books left. I mean, there's 7, right? And I've only read 1, so 6 books. So I have August, September, October, November, December to read. Because I'm not going to do it during BookTube-a-thon, to read that. And the other thing I have to read is The Summer That Melted Everything by Tiffany McDaniel, because I promised her that I would have it done by August 1st. So I'm working my way through that. It's really a good book, and it's a great summer read. So that's it. And look who's here. He said, Dad, I have all kinds. It's Pee-Pee, the flying chihuahua. Can we kiss? He said, Dad, I have all kinds of books to catch up on. He goes, are you freaking out? He goes, I'm freaking out. Oh my God, I can't get all my books done. What books do you have to get done? He goes, well, I'm working my way through the entire Nora Roberts collection. You are? Yeah, he said, I did Danielle Steele and Jackie Collins. Now I'm on Nora Roberts. He just loves those Nora Roberts books. Anyway, I love you guys so much. Follow me on all my social media. I'm super active, and I'm also vlogging every day for the year 2017. It's listed below under Peter Vlogs. Cannot wait until BookTube-a-thon starts on Sunday at midnight. So I will see you guys then, and probably tomorrow because I'm gonna make another video. I make videos daily, so make sure you subscribe and like, and I will talk to you later. Bye.